American in Minneapolis after what authorities say was some sort of a confrontation with police. We have now obtained video as that arrest was taking place, and you'll see it tonight. There does not appear to be any struggle, and already millions seeing the searing video that we all saw last night here. George Floyd handcuffed on the ground, police officer's knee on his neck, saying over and over again that he couldn't breathe. He was unresponsive when an ambulance arrived. And now tonight, these images of the moments before the arrest. George Floyd being led from his car, but not appearing to resist in the images as police had claimed. The incident already sparking protests and some clashes with police. 4 officers have been fired. And tonight the mayor is now calling for the officer in that video to be charged. Again, the images are difficult, and ABC's Alex Perez in Minneapolis.
Please, man. Tonight, as the world reacts in disbelief to this horrific video of a white officer digging his knee into the neck of George Floyd until he lost consciousness and later died, the mayor of Minneapolis is calling for that officer's arrest.
If you had done it, or I had done it, we would be behind bars right now.
President Trump addressing it today.
Very sad event. Very, very sad event.
Asked if the officers should be prosecuted.
We're going to look at it, and we're going to get a report tomorrow when we get back. And we're going to get a very full report, but a very sad day.
Former Vice President Biden weighing in too.
George Floyd's life matters. It matters as much as mine. It matters as much as anyone's in this country.
The officer with his knee on Floyd's neck is said to be 44-year-old Derek Chauvin, a Minneapolis police force veteran who reportedly was among several officers investigated after a fatal shooting in 2006. A grand jury later declined to indict.
You think that's okay? Check it.
Another officer seen in the video holding back the growing crowd, identified as Toe Tao. The police chief swiftly fired them and 2 other responding officers, Thomas Lane and J. Alexander Kung. But that quick action did not stop hundreds of protesters from taking to the streets overnight. The demonstration starting peacefully but turning violent.
I've been waiting the whole time.
The video was recorded Monday night after police say they got a call from a convenience store about a forgery in progress. Floyd on the ground, handcuffed, begging for air.
You can't win, man. I know you're a nephew.
He was taken away by EMTs. A fire department report says when they met up with those EMTs on the way to the hospital, medics performed pulse checks several times, finding none. New surveillance video obtained by ABC News shows the moments before when officers approach and arrest Floyd, who is sitting in an SUV. Floyd's sister Bridget telling Michael Strahan on GMA she can't bring herself to watch video of the incident.
They murdered my brother. They killed him. They don't need to walk the streets.
Originally from Houston, Floyd played football in high school. Loved ones called him a gentle giant.
He used the power of God to really lift people up in this world, and I miss that already.
And for the last 5 years, he worked as a security guard at Giovanni Thunstrom's restaurant here.
Everybody loves him. All my customers, my employees.
And tonight, many juxtaposing the image of the officer kneeling on Floyd to the image of Colin Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality. LeBron James posting the images side by side, writing, "Do you understand now?"
And Alex Perez with us live again tonight from Minneapolis. And Alex, we know more protests are now planned for this evening, and we heard the mayor there call for that officer's arrest. What more have you learned on that front tonight?
Well, David, a demonstration already underway behind me here. In regards to local charges, the prosecutor's office saying they are reviewing evidence and working expeditiously on this case. David?
Alex Perez again tonight. Alex, thank you. We move on tonight. And